Welcome back from our short break. It's time for some more hot Mario 64 action. I'm Mini Corey. I'm joined here by our co-commentator Badronis. Badronis, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing just fine. You know, I like to spend my Friday nights commentating Mario races.
Absolutely,
And
me too.
that's exactly what I'm going to do today.
Very cool. Yeah, I'm actually snowed in tonight. I'm in Seattle dealing with some wonderful weather right now, and so I actually can't leave my apartment, so I might as well commentate some Mario 64.
How snowed in is snowed in?
Like 6 inches of snow is enough for Seattle to shut down.
Oh.
Well, tonight we got a race between Biinny and MrJimmysteel25. 16-star league race. So it's not a best of 3, but it will be 3 races, and then the runners can get points depending on how many of these 3 races they win.
Yep.
So it should be pretty good. These runners have pretty close PBs. I mean, in 16-star, 20 seconds or so, it can be pretty big, but in terms of a race, I think we're expecting some pretty close races tonight.
Yeah, I'm hoping for some close ones. I know Biinny has like a 1528 or no 1538. You know, back in the day was pretty high up on leaderboards. Nowadays, quite a few people have bopped him, but he's still got what it takes. JimmySteel, not quite on the same level, but probably a bit more of a 16 focused runner.
Yeah, he's
see some good gameplay.
I was just looking at the leaderboards just before this. I noticed that JimmySteel is on the cusp. He's at a 16:01 for his personal best, so still pretty close. And yeah, like you mentioned, Biinny like being bopped by a few people. Like I was looking at the leaderboards right before this, and that's like pretty insane how many people have 15s now. That was like a pretty wondrous time back in the day, and now it's like it's still insane, but a lot of people have 15s.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we'll see. We've got our runners in sync here. I wasn't paying attention to what version they're both on. I'm assuming Japanese for both, but we could see something different. Oh, they're both on English. Okay, that's interesting. I wonder if that's just what they're used to, or oh no, Biinny missing Lactose skip right off the start.
Huh.
That's kind of costly in 16-star. Sometimes our races come down to less time than what that just saves. So
yeah, Lactose skip, pretty big mess up, but the LBLJ is kind of part of the package. You got to do both. Can JimmySteel get it? Probably to the door, but I think he'll be through.
Good. Oh no, Biinny coming out of the lobby. Oh man.
Okay. I've actually seen a lot of runners who have been doing probably a lot of 70-star recently because of the GSA events, not been too sharp on their LBLJ, whereas the 16 specific runners have a huge advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, a solid LBLJ second time for Biinny. Yeah, with multiple leagues going on, these runners have to kind of stretch themselves thin with what they practice so that they can kind of bring their A game to every match they play. And so sometimes you decide to focus on one league more than the other or whatever, and things like this can happen more often. But man, they're not out of the woods yet. LBLJ, and then you're right into one of the harder stages in the game. So
I think Biinny's going for Zai Cycle here. We'll see if he can get it. No, wait, never mind. I don't know what I was looking at in that case.
It's all good. Still a solid cycle.
Go through the elevators. Yeah. MrJimmysteel, not too bad of a beginning. You know, not the cleanest, but...
Yeah, other than talking to the door, nothing wild happening. Kind of securing himself a little bit of a lead at the start already.
Okay. JimmySteel, big throw. A lot of air on the bomb. It's actually a little bit slower that way, but you know, I actually saw Luigi miss a throw earlier today in Dark World. Really? Straight off the course.
Pretty solid throw for Biinny.
Yeah.
Alright, Jimmy's still making his way into Womp's Fortress. Biinny hot on his tail, gotta exit out of Dark World here. Man, even with like a little bit of a lead like this, like every single star and 16-star, so much can go wrong. It's such a tight category that it's really anybody's race still when we're this early.
Yeah, so he's still almost getting bopped by the Prana, gonna be going for Alice here. I don't like that angle.
Oh no, yeah. there's just another opportunity for Biinny to catch up here. Now he's even closer behind him. Oh, with the bonk, Biinny could be in the lead here. That looks good. Yep. Oh, and he's fallen again.
Wow.
And just like that,
get all this. I think he's like.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I don't know what he's doing. Like his angle's like so far like pointed at the front of the cage. Like you're supposed to be a bit more to the right. Finally able to get it. I feel like he was just kind of like YOLOing until it actually worked. Like it didn't look like he was actually setting up the right angle.
Yeah, sometimes like when you miss it once, you want to get it again so quickly that you spend less
Yeah.
time making sure you're doing it correctly. And that could be what we just saw here. Oh, and now he's sliding down. Man, he had the lead there, and then Womp's Fortress is not treating him well. See if he gets texture set up. That looks good to me. Alright.
Biinny, big side flip.
Yeah, that was
losing
that was a while.
Bit of time.
Yeah. It's all good though. He's got a little bit of time to lose now if he wants to. I wouldn't recommend it, but he's allowed to.
Yeah.
Oh,
alright, now Jimmy, not a good Womps. You know, he had a good Dark World, and then it kind of has gone downhill from there.
This Womps is like, hopefully you can pick it back up in the basement stages. We'll see how these treat Biinny here.
Interesting casting from Biinny. You know, not quite robotic like Aki. I think he just didn't dive at the right time.
Yeah, I think he might have been almost setting up
Biinny
like when he into the basement in 70 Star.
Yeah, I think so too. Alright, that Biinny list will work out.
Alright.
Gotta love Biinny.
See how Jimmy's pillar list treats him.
Hey, big bomb.
Looks solid.
Step 1.
Oh, trying to... Interesting. This looks like it should be okay. Okay. Wonderful.
Nice.
He kind of didn't want to... He wanted to stay on that slope and get behind it. Almost like he was trying to do a faster pillar list, but he sort of spent more time working on it.
Yeah. So, Biinny and JimmySteel probably getting the hardest star without too much trouble.
Yeah, the rest of SSL should be pretty smooth sailing. Sometimes the Klepto can treat you very poorly, but no issues there for either runner. He should be grabbing this pyramid and hopping out of here.
About a 20-second lead, maybe, for Biinny.
Yeah, almost a full star ahead here. Just about a full star.
Yep. Pretty short one, though. Jimmy's just gonna take care of it right here.
Yeah, it just takes like another slip up from Biinny and kind of back to even here. Oh,
yeah, I don't know what this is, but I feel like he didn't mean to do this star or something. Like, the way he did his camera movement was just very awkward. Wow, super safe from Jimmy. Usually see people go for like the safety triple long jump strat, but Jimmy going all the way back to basics. Missing a red to boot. I don't really like how that like lava burn strat makes your angle going into the maze or like the puzzle.
Yeah, it's a little weird sometimes. Oh, skipping ledge grab, that's good. I thought his angle was maybe a little bit off, but it looks solid here.
Okay, Biinny able to get that star in the end. I think Biinny's been playing a little bit better than JimmySteel, which is to be expected. You know, Biinny's such a veteran player. But at the same time, I think a lot of Jimmy's stars have just been pretty slow.
Yeah, it's kind of showcasing maybe a little bit of the difference between, I mean, apart from the mistakes, but you can see the difference that extra 20 seconds makes in 16 star and what you need to do for it.
Yeah. Nice side hop from Biinny. I thought he was going to miss, but he barely was able to cling to that ledge with some gloved fingertips. Oh, Jimmy, get a ledge grab.
Ledge grab. Another ledge grab. Maybe you can get this ledge grab. Okay. And that one. 4 ledge grabs on a star.
Jimmy's
Pretty
making
solid.
Biinny look like Toast Rider.
Alright.
Alright. Decent lethal lava land.
Oh,
Jimmy,
bump into the
you can
bully.
actually,
Quite.
not sure what his master plan was. If you actually bump into the bully, you can just try to get the third long jump to the spinning area.
Yeah, it looks like his plan was that, but he was trying to reset, which kind of made him lose a lot of speed, and so it ended up not working out. Grab and pull a little low. Makes his way up there, though. Meanwhile, Biinny just collected his first star in Hazy Maze Cave.
Yeah, extended his lead like Jimmy didn't die or anything, but Biinny put his lead from like 20 to 40. I don't know how. Alright, there he
A couple more
goes.
stars in HMC here. For Biinny, it's going to be doing some MIPS clip, and then almost closing out the run.
Jimmy also doing box jump and lag to cam. You know, I see Ouija do it, but for the most part, Mario cam is a bit superior.
Yeah, it can be a little bit easier to set up there, but as long as you know what the angle is and you get it can usually work out.
And Biinny's been playing pretty well after, you know, Dark World. Womps onward has been okay.
Yeah, it seems like he
gotta
kind of collected his thoughts and was able to work out something. He's been playing pretty well since.
So we gotta see how he's gonna handle the 16-star exclusives. You know, we saw D whatever earlier today.
Oh,
pretty well.
that was sick.
Nice
You see what Jimmy
firsty
just
back
did?
up from Jimmy.
That was awesome. Oh my gosh. And barely dodging the second boulder there. That was sweet. Alright, Biinny going for the MIPS clip here. Like you mentioned, maybe the 16-star specific stuff will get to him here if he's been practicing mostly 70.
Alright, nice comfy dive grab. Still pretty far in the lead, but this MIPS clip could cut into that a little bit. What's he got?
See here.
That
Looks
should work.
All right.
Nice.
Going for the wall kick. Oh, maybe not. Oh, he is still going for it. Oh, there we go. Okay. That's it.
Pretty solid. A 11:42 entry is not that great. Jimmy, nice punch grab.
It's pretty
You know,
good.
MIPS a bit slower on English. Probably had plenty of time to set that one up, but at the same time, it is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's still you have to time it, so.
Yeah.
And a good wall kick clip for Jimmy as well. Yeah, so I could see maybe something happening in Fire Sea here as well. Fire Sea no reds, pretty exclusive to the shorter categories, so Biinny potentially not as well practiced in it. And if he misses an early cycle, then that's going to give Jimmy enough time to catch up here. So we'll see how it treats him.
I really want to see how Biinny's going to handle Fire Sea, and then we got BLJs. And BLJs have been pretty rough, especially if you're like, you know, 20 seconds in the lead and you play better. Okay.
Does not get it.
He was too far to the side, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
He wasn't centered.
Interesting. Should still be able to make the cycle if he keeps his movement here, though.
Maybe. It's pretty tight.
It is, but he's flying. I'm kind of slowing down there. No, it's not going to get it. So there's that slower cycle.
Alright, we'll see if
Jimmy can use
goes for it.
If he can catch up. Jimmy not going for pole glitch, but
it's definitely early cycle capable. Can still save quite a bit of time with Biinny. Biinny getting some early lava burns. Gonna lose a little bit more time, but Jimmy's still gotta make this cycle.
Oh no! And he just missed on the
jump
element.
straight through the gap is gonna seal that cycle shut, and he's gonna have to get the next one. So Biinny holding on to the lead he had.
Man. Gave him the opportunity to catch up. Oh, and a missed Bowser though. Maybe another opportunity. Saw a lag reduce camera angle for Jimmy. Police are on their way. Maybe one of these players are cheating?
Yeah, I don't know. You'd have to ask the officers when they get here.
Alright.
Seen some suspicious action. So here we go. We've got Biinny in the lead, but not by a whole lot. Jimmy's got this fire sea throw, maybe 10, 12 seconds behind somehow. Be kind of weird.
Yeah, we'll see. See what the BLJs are like. And of course, Bowser in the Sky, how that treats the players.
And Biinny BLJ, first try, he's caught. Not getting up there. Alright, Jimmy's got a chance.
Jimmy's on his tail. Basically caught up at this point. I think that might work. I don't know. But I don't think Jimmy's gonna get it this try either. Okay, Biinny does get his first one.
Alright, still in the lead.
Alright, this should be good for Jimmy. Jimmy is hot on his tail.
Right behind him.
Just another messed up BLJ, and he can take the lead here.
Okay, Biinny's able to catch.
Yep, he's up there.
Got up.
This looks good for Jimmy as well.
Wow,
okay,
so close right now.
Jimmy recognized that Mario was kind of stuck there and knew to stop trying to jump and or stop trying to long jump, and he was able to get up into the pipe. Oh, Biinny is flying here. Oh no, and Jimmy taking a death. He tasted what it might be like to be near the lead, and maybe didn't like it.
See if Biinny can get this chub jump wall kick. Moving left side. You know, he's done moving right side quite a bit, but, you know, doesn't want to take the added risk that it involves. JimmySteel a good bit behind, but can still try to do the best he can regardless. I think you never want to give up till it's over.
Absolutely.
Even though Biinny would have to miss a few throws.
It's not unheard of, so we'll see how it goes. Jimmy going her right side moving. Doesn't get it, but doesn't die or fall. Biinny gets one throw. Another missed triple jump wall kick. He's got a good backup here for when he misses it. Second throw for Biinny.
Yeah,
he's just going for the
Jimmy
pipe.
realized that. Is that a 3?
Oh,
there you go. Yeah, Jimmy realized that he needed to be holding upright a little bit longer because, like, it was hitting the ceiling part before getting around.
Yeah, yeah.
But then he tried to overcompensate and then actually fell off the side. So.
All right, Biinny finishing
working out.
Oh no, this wall. Biinny finishing with a 1658.
Okay. 1-0 Bim. We'll see if JimmySteel wants to finish. Doesn't have to. It's just based off of the game win to loss ratio.
Let's see here. I think he's just gonna close it out. You're already in the pipe. Oh, maybe not. Says he's ready to go again. Exiting course. Alright, yeah. Doesn't need to close it out. He's got another race to do.
It's me, Mario.
Alright. And we're into game 2.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle.
Biinny was able to secure the first victory, but
Princess Toadstool. Peach.
I don't know. I think Jimmy made some mistakes that seemed a little rare. So I think I would expect Jimmy to get a better time on this race in the third one. So we'll see how it goes. And maybe Biinny getting some flashbacks here. last race, Lakitu skip, LBLJ didn't treat him well. Now he might have a little bit of nerves, not wanting that to happen again. So we'll see if he can clear that fear. All right, Lakitu skip looks good for him. And it's good for Jimmysteel. Interesting movement into the LBLJ. Little speed kick there. Looking, might be able to do this. Yep. And it's good for Jimmysteel. All right, and they're in there. Solid Dark World so far for both players. Jimmysteel, a little bit of a slideshow here, but as far as I can tell, he's pretty much tied with Biinny here. He might look a little bit behind, but the timers are telling me that they're about equal. I think they just made the same cycle on Dark World here. Alright, it's looking good. Biinny pausing his replay. Alright. Well, looks like Jimmysteel has a tiny bit of a lead here, but not by much. What can happen? Oh, is that a good Bowser throw? No, he does miss. And Jimmysteel hits his, so Jimmysteel securing more of a lead here. Now, this happened last race, entering Womps. Jimmysteel had a lead, but then a lot of things happened, so we'll see how Womps treats Jimmysteel here. He needs to play through it a lot better than he did last race.
I'm sorry, I had myself muted for like the last minute and a half.
Okay. I was wondering where you'd gone.
I was just like talking and something like, oh crap. But yeah, Biinny with a little bit of a lead. I mean, Jimmy with a little bit of a lead. Biinny not too far behind, but I'm not very confident in Jimmy's Owlist abilities.
After seeing what happened before, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if he can clean it up a bit.
Oh!
Almost got a fence clip. I mean, he did, but didn't get the good movement afterwards.
This looks
will
good.
Begin to work.
Gets it.
And he's in there.
Biinny gets it as well. Alright. Both these runners are having a solid run so far. Nothing wild has happened to them. Kind of just both trying to do the best they can and hoping the other one's going to mess something up, really, at this point, right?
Yeah. I totally agree. It was like a decent Dark World, nothing crazy with LBLJ or like a Zaya cycle. But just doing what they know is best.
Absolutely. Jimmysteel getting a little bit more of a lead there by doing texture setup, whereas Biinny did the full canonless setup. But again, I think that's not really a bad thing. I mean, there is a chance this race comes down to a lead this small, but there's also a chance that Biinny just sticks to what he knows and doesn't mess anything major up and hopes that something wild happens to Jimmy, which is exactly what happened last race.
Wow, he almost died there. Biinny actually had to climb the tree a little bit to make it up onto the ledge.
Nice.
Pretty nuts. Pretty slow also from the Wild Blue perspective. Actually butt slid on the corner. Kind of funny, but losing a few seconds there to a start that should be pretty consistent for a top player. But sometimes things just happen.
Absolutely. Alright, Jimmy making his way into the basement. We'll see how Pillarless treats both these players. We'll also see if Biinny replicates that interesting mob or basement movement he did last time. Okay, I think he knows what he's doing this time here.
Yeah.
A little hung up on the corner, but should be fine.
Another big bomb for Jimmy.
Alright, this
big moment.
Is looking good. Alright.
Big double jump, nice.
Oh, interesting. Oh man. Biinny did like a short hop before he had the bomb there, so ended up not really setting up his pillarless. Gonna have to go for top of the pyramid.
Yeah, Jimmy's been really good with his pillarless so far. accusations that he's just in fact splicing his plus, you know.
Makes sense.
Said, he's had a lot of frame drops.
Video has stopped here, and now it's gonna come back up.
Binnyless, you know, get your bruise out. I love Biinny.
This is looking good as well.
I wonder if someone's got to make the license plate like I love Biinny. Okay, I think we've got Biinny's screen on both.
Yeah, we do.
And Jimmy has lost his internet connection. You know, it could be he's like you. He's snowed in and his internet's just been wrecked.
Yeah, maybe.
There's been some winter weather going around.
The ISP van cannot get out to his house to repair. Alright, and a solid SSL from Biinny. Well, not quite. I guess you missed that color list.
ISP van would call if there was half inch of snow and be like, yeah, sorry about that, valued customer. Yeah. I don't feel like coming to your house today. Or next week.
I think I'm noticing this run that Biinny is a little bit more collected. I think you were right in that he's been practicing a lot of 70 star, and that first run was almost like a warm-up for him. You could tell there was a few things he tripped up on just because like he hasn't maybe done a 16 star in a little bit.
Yeah.
And now that we're in the second race, that's happening way, way less. No like wonky movement or camera angles or weird things like that. Alright, and looks like Jimmy's stream is back up. He's a little bit in the lead here. Perhaps traveled through time while he was gone.
Yeah, I think
we're taking a pause to make sure this is a fair match and Biinny has time to catch up. All right.
Biinny goes for such a weird ledge grab skip. It's like he loses all his speed on the long jump, but then I think on the second one he gets just enough speed to make it anyway.
Yeah, I'm always surprised by that. Like the way the angle and everything is, I feel like he's not going to skip the ledge grab, and then he does. I think the angle is like more important than anything else in that skip.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Alright, Jimmy's still going for elevator tour, but if he gets burned, he will take a death.
Oh, Biinny not even getting a wall kick. To go for second try here for...
Will that work?
Alright,
barely. Big Ben making us a little bit nervous. Got me sweating. Rattling my Biinny brew cup. MrJimmysteel, he's making pretty good progress, and I don't really know what happened while his stream went down. But if we do assume that he's just been playing as normal, he's been playing pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's just been no major hiccups for him, and the run's just going pretty well. And kind of the same for Biinny, but I'd say Jimmysteel just clearing a little bit faster. You know, we have Biinny had the missed pillarless, and and now the missed elevator tour. He's gonna take a death here.
Wow.
Yikes. That's giving Jimmysteel quite a bit of time here to build out a lead. Oh, missing his triple jump. Probably just gonna go
into the
elevator room. Oh, doing full elevator clip. Okay, that's good.
So Biinny only now done with Lethal Lava Land, and Jimmysteel played a lot better to be far enough ahead. As far ahead as he is, he must have played pretty well in Lethal Lava Land. Biinny here has got to catch up a bit. He can save some time with box jump. That's one position. Going for amazing emergency exit right off the bat.
Sticking to the route he likes here. I saw him do that last race as well. Oh, Jimmysteel,
bad
left folder again.
For Jimmy.
Didn't do the same backup as last time. I was kind of hoping to see it, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Right, but he's still about a full star ahead of Biinny here.
Yeah, Biinny. We'll see what start he goes for. Now, MrJimmysteel, all he's got left is amazing emergency exit. Biinny actually leaving box jump to last. Giving nicer RNG than Jimmy. and about 1 star ahead still. Still almost 30 seconds.
Yeah. Definitely be feeling good about that if I was in his position, but we saw him have some trouble in Bowser in the Sky last race, so... Oh, is this Mims gonna work? Okay, maybe it did.
You gotta pluck
Must
that
have.
bunny with a punch. Biinny going to soar into the sky, landing in the middle of the cavern. Looks pretty nuts, but you know it's just a triple jump to get over this.
Oh.
Oh my
no.
god! Wow. Worst
Okay,
case...
I don't...
No, what are you doing, Jimmy? You can't go that way. It's not gonna respawn.
Well, you think he's going into a
You
stage
have to leave
die.
basement.
Yeah, normally you want to go into the door that's right by the 30-star door, and then pop back into the basement. I think he's just going LOL and die.
I guess.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alright.
That's like literally the worst thing that can happen. And this actually happened to me in a 16-star race I did a very long time ago. I dropped him in the door, and it was pretty rip-reno from there, I gotta say.
Alright. Oh,
I
I
also
missed the
saved and
Mips grab
quit
here.
in DDD. Oh no, I save quit in DDD, which is like the worst place to do because then you have to get Mips again. And then I dropped him in the door, so it was like a 2.5 minute time loss.
Yikes.
But that was a long time ago.
Alright, Biinny able to take the lead here because of that, so... Curious if Jimmy's gonna try wall kick Mips after what just happened because of it. He is, no fear.
It's just so rare.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Alright, looks like he gets it that time.
You know, it's hard to say why the Mario gods decided to smite Jimmy today, but one can only imagine that they're angry. Maybe they caught him splicing. Maybe Jimmy, you know.
Alright, Biinny going for pole glitch again
voodoo
here.
magic.
Looks good this time. Alright. Should be able to nail this cycle unless something wild happens.
Alright. Can I have to go for triple jump wall kick?
Oh, it misses the wall
No!
kick!
Wow.
Man!
Pressed A too early. Yikes. You know, Jimmy, it's not over for him yet. You know, you'd hate for that to be what defines the series, but getting stuck under the sub is not going to help. He's trying to get front sub here, actually. He's focusing on Biinny's pole glitch.
I don't know what's
Should we
going
really
on
trying to
here.
set up an angle? I don't think you can get it that way. You have to go on the left side of the front of the sub. Or at
You
least...
can get it on this side, but you have to watch out for the red grate up there.
I just think like the
here.
the left
not
side of the
really-
front sub is way better.
He's just going for back sub. Oh no, he's just turning around here. Still doesn't quite line up with the submarine the way he wants to.
I think maybe he's kind of given up, but he's trying to see if he can get it for next time.
Yeah, he's just not aiming at the correct spot on the submarine. Where's he going here?
What if he's trying to like reset his camera completely?
I guess he is.
Try it out.
I wonder why you don't just go for the back of the sub here. I guess like he said, he wants to practice it or something.
That's not even... Yeah, like I
Not
think...
the best time to learn how to do front sub. You know, maybe
Yeah.
maybe it's during some time where you're not in a race, but
I mean, like, fair enough. That's such an unlucky thing to happen.
alright, he
Where
gets
it
that
probably
time.
does kill the run. But I would think in the third race, you should just do the normal sub movement.
Yeah, alright, and
Wow.
a solid BLJ for Biinny.
That's
Full
spliced.
fire seat ahead at this point.
Depending on how Biinny does in Sky, Jimmy could have still been within touching distance. But what are these BLJs?
Yeah.
Wow. Jimmy trying to
Yeah.
go for pole glitch this time, I think. Not gonna
Oh.
happen. Is he alright? Is he gonna die?
Okay,
No,
yeah, he's
okay.
good. Oh, and then he takes fall damage. Oh my gosh.
Dead. Fatality.
Alright, Biinny flying through Sky here.
Rip Jimbo in the chat. Let's get a rip Jimbo.
really solid Bowser in this guy. For Biinny.
On another 16 pace, could be a little bit better than last time. Not by a whole lot. Wow.
Jimmy,
I think is he just trying to retry pole glitch?
I don't know
What?
here. I don't really
Hello?
know. I think he just messed up the move there, and I'm not really sure. I think he might be kind of messing around and waiting for Biinny to finish the run.
But at the same time, you know, if Biinny missed like more throws, then Jimmy could have almost caught up, even with that.
Yeah, I
about 1
feel
minute
like
time loss.
Right, looks like he did get it. Yeah, I would say maybe Jimmy was going for some wild stuff a bit before he had to in this race, but
Can Jimmy get the comeback of a century?
maybe
Probably not. Biinny
Nope.
would have to literally die in real life, and no one wants that. So
Alright,
we're gonna go to
Biinny's
race
up
number
2-0.
3. Yeah, unfortunate circumstances for GSA, but he's still got one more chance. And I think he was playing well enough before Mip's clip that he could definitely try to get the game 3.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's not. I mean, this isn't a sweep. I mean, it might be a sweep, but it's not guaranteed to be a sweep. I think Jimmy just needs to make sure he can hold it together for the duration of the 16-star race.
It's me, Mario.
Yep.
Hello.
So one more time for the night, Biinny, the man, the myth, the legend, versus Jimmy, the Mr. the Steel, the 25.
Just waiting for both players to be ready here. All right. Get our countdown going, and then we should be on it. Any moment. There we
Waiting.
go.
Wait for it. There we go.
Beautiful.
Me, Mario.
And I think Jimmy's internet kind of stabilized toward the end there, or at least as far as I could tell, he wasn't dropping more frames.
Yeah, with regards to the stream quality, I think you're correct there. Oh,
Welcome to the castle.
maybe not. We'll see.
Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
All right, we'll see how Jimmy can handle this one. I don't know what he's really feeling right now. I'm not familiar with him as a runner. I don't know if he's going to be like nervous after what happened the first 2 times, or if he's like given up hope or what. But hopefully his head's in the right place and he's ready to bust out a solid run here. Because I think if he does, he has a chance of beating Biinny here in one of these races.
Yeah, but he's still been pretty vulnerable. Couple high 16s. You know, not the worst. I think any 16 is pretty solid. But at the same time, you can definitely beat that. And Jimmy has an opportunity right here. Nice slack to skip from both. So LBLJ is going to be key. Unfortunately, ground pound going to be about 1 second behind here. Biinny grabbing the ledge. Jimmy a bit quicker with his turnaround.
Yeah.
And Biinny's through the door. Okay, really clean.
All right, they're both in there.
Biinny and Jimmy pretty much tied here in Dark World. This is the race you want to see here. Trick cycle coming out for both, just starting to get moving. They're all warmed up at this point. So what can you bring out when you're at your best?
You're neck and neck here. Oh,
Okay.
just a little bit there. I think we'll be okay. Oh no! Oh
That
my
was
gosh!
close.
I thought he was gonna die there. He should have stayed forward, is what I was thinking, but Out for him.
Yeah, he's
Doesn't
really
take a
close.
lot of time, but way better than a death.
A couple seconds lead for Biinny. So what we hear Biinny and Jimmy. I don't think any of them have gotten a Bowser dance.
Yeah,
although
none
it
this
is pretty
race.
rare.
Oh, is that the missed throw? That is.
Wow. You have to throw pretty fast to do that. That's what Luigi did.
Oh. Jimmy kind of had an interesting Bowser grab there after missing, but. Alright. Yeah, Biinny missed a throw last race as well, so. Perhaps a theme.
So
A lot of support for Jimmy in the chat. I like seeing that.
there we go. I think Jimmy actually has like a few fans.
I'd hope so.
Maybe not quite the Biinny fan base.
Yeah, absolutely, but always happy to see people rooting for either side in these races. Alright, the dreaded Owlless. A lot has happened on this star in this race, so. Looks good for Biinny.
3 for 3 from Biinny. Alright, Jimmy, what you got?
Good fence
Nice
clip.
fence clip.
This is what he wants. Oh,
Oh, he's so
here.
far away. This is not going to work in a million years. Never mind.
Alright,
I'm
a
wrong.
million years later, he got it.
Yeah, his streams went down for a million years. Spliced. Can't believe he's still alive, to be honest.
Alright,
Can't
Biinny's
believe
still
I'm
sticking with
alive.
the full setup.
Yep. I'm actually surprised that Owless worked though, like genuinely.
I am a little surprised, but it worked out. Texture setup for Jimmy. Is that good? It is not. Needs to reset up here. Going for OG as the backup.
OG.
Interesting.
Not very advisable. Can
And-
you go out blue?
What is he doing here? He's just got a side flip. Oh, okay. Man.
Barely.
One thing that I feel like I'm noticing this set is that when Jimmy makes a small mistake, he tries to do something really crazy to back it up and try to make up the time immediately. When I think what is ideal for him is to still stick to what he knows throughout the race and just kind of assume that at some point in the race, Biinny is also going to make a small mistake and give him that time back. Going for OG as a backup. Solidifying what I'm saying, but not punished this time. Alright, he's heading to basement.
Alright, Binnyless attempt.
Man. Alright, wow, that was a weird bomb grab, but it's looking good.
I'm pretty sure that's just what everyone calls a Binnyless because that's what he does.
Oh, does he grab the bomb like that every time?
Or at least most of the time.
Interesting.
That's
I felt like he was running at it forever.
That's exactly like why it's like weird and no one else does it.
Interesting. Alright, some very strange custom for Jimmy. He'll be doing his own pillarless. And not too far behind Biinny. Especially that he's got big bomb here. Oh, it looks like he's trying to do for a really fast pillarless there. Oh, breaks his bomb!
Yeah, he was really attempting to do the faster method, even though it actually cost... Oh, wow.
Where's he going here?
I thought he was going to go get the shell, but then he decided not to.
Yeah. Alright, just goes top of the pyramid. Alright, now he's kind of in the hot seat here. He really wants to hit pillarless this time.
Yeah, this is a must... I mean, I was going to say must win. This is a bit of a must do for Jimmy, and a blown up bomb.
What is he
Okay. What if you could actually get, like, I don't know, actually somewhere useful with the box?
I don't know. I don't really know what movement he's doing here either. He's just like kind of running in circles. I mean, he needs to kill time, I guess, if he wants to get the Klepto from the pillar over here, but...
Where'd it go? Did it already move on?
I think it has. I think he spent too much time trying to get over here.
It's coming back.
Yeah. I mean, grabbing the box and missing the klepto again.
Wow.
I think he wants to go to the next pillar now. Oh, he's good. Okay.
Oh, Binnyless is a canonless strat, not Poodleless. Oh, I always thought that.
Oh, is Binnyless his setup that he?
I guess.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing that a long time ago. All right. Well, meanwhile, pretty solid LOL so far from what I've seen. I was a little focused on Jimmy there for a while, but in that bomb he doesn't want it either. So what's he going for here? Oh, he's respawning the bomb. Okay. Yeah, I mean, what else can you do in this situation? Use the shell or grabbing the box?
This is what I always say. Like, if you miss it twice, you use both your backups. Just move on to Lethal Lava Lane. It's not required to complete the game. You know, you can just go get a different star in the volcano.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There's like a different star in the volcano or something like that.
I think Jimmy might be giving up at this point. I hope he's not. But he's got to respawn the bomb for like the 5th time. And it kind of wears on you when this happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not fun.
Man. Looks like he's just messing up some inputs here, and he's going really far to respawn his bomb. He keeps just throwing the bomb before jumping. Okay, okay.
Medium bomb. Or is it a big bomb?
It's a big bomb, but he's going on a journey here. Not quite. Let's see what he's going to do here. He's still going to head
Going for the
back.
pillar full? Going for... what?
I don't...
Topless? That would be hilarious.
That's interesting. I guess he just wants to leave and reset, but he could have just died to do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think the stress of like messing this up and everything in this race is really getting to him here, and it's starting to affect
Like,
his
I can
game.
understand if you feel cheated because of what happened last race when you're actually playing really well.
Yeah. It's taking a death on Pillarless. Meanwhile, Biinny grabbing the Toadstar, almost done with HMC at this point. Almost
Yeah, I think
2
usually-
stages ahead of Jimmy.
Like, once people are at this point, they just want to get it. You know, they don't care about the race anymore. They just want to actually get the
Yeah,
trick.
I definitely see that. Just make sure you still know how to do it, almost.
Alright.
Doesn't want that
I
knock.
mean, he's still pressing B before A, though. I don't think that's gonna fly. He only has a couple lives left if he wants to keep doing this.
Yeah. I've been taking a little bonk on HMC there, but it's all good.
What? I'm very confused.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what exactly is going on with his inputs here. This is looking okay. Oh man. Alright, well, Biinny getting box jump.
Looks like he was trying to do like some kind of Tomoplex or something like that, but in the meantime, I think Biinny's just gonna run away with it. See if JimmySteel can finally get plus. Big bomb again. It's a good opportunity.
This is looking
Okay.
good. It's the furthest he's made. That looks
Yes,
good.
this is what we want to see.
Don't grab that
Don't grab the
star, no!
God, no.
Oh man.
You saw it coming.
He was just a little bit too far left there. And... oh man. Oh! I thought, you know, maybe Biinny would lose nips there.
Yeah, just
Weird
watch that
angle. Oh,
happen
that's
for
good,
like
okay.
5 minutes. Okay. Alright. Yeah, Jimmy, decent angle once again.
This
With
looks good.
chin.
This is good. He's in there. Okay. I
Yeah,
almost thought
there we go.
far to the right, but he was solid. Alright.
Imagine if he hit
Gets
the
pillarless.
pixel.
First try for Jimmy, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's exactly what he needs to catch up in the race.
Are you talking
at
about?
this
Are you talking
point-
about the death pixel in the in Pillarless?
I was gonna say, just like the what if that actually
Yeah,
happened,
yeah.
I'd be like probably the worst meme of all time.
I'd be mad for him if that happened. All right, getting a firstie, I think, on the side hop there. All right.
I think it's if your angle is like perfectly straight back and you like hit the very back corner.
Interesting. Yeah, I wasn't ever sure
loading
exactly where
zone.
it is. I just know that it exists. All right, looks like he's just climbing the lava or climbing the volcano here. Meanwhile, Biinny going through fire sea. Looks like he's going
both of
through
them in some
pole glitch
fiery
again. This looks good.
situations.
All right, he gets it.
Okay. Yeah, Biinny actually pretty good with the pole glitch, despite.
Yeah, we
having
were
no
talking
16.
about. Yeah, exactly. Not a strat that you do in any of the other categories he runs, but looks like he knows what he's doing here. Let's see if we can pick it back up. See if he gets this triple jump. He messed it up before. Oh man, that looked a little high, but he was good. All right, pretty solid fire sea. He's gonna do a double damage here. All right, Jimmy going for side hop. Taking damage again, but he can attempt this another time.
He's
Setting
got
up
2
his
more
timer.
tries. That looks
That's
good.
low.
Ooh, low wall kick though.
Oh man, I thought he was gonna take damage there. All right, doesn't want to try it a third time and die, so he's gonna go for reds here, I think. Okay.
Looking a bit sketchy, if I may say so.
Missing that coin. But, oh, that was kind of interesting. That turnaround. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, sometimes the lava. Since I think Nintendo made a good decision here, the puzzle pieces don't have ceilings. If you're trapped under them, you get put back on top.
Yeah, yeah. And he just like hit the
Is it-
lava and then was facing the other way. I like that.
Calculated.
All right, Biinny heading up for BLJ's here. There's a chance that Biinny gets misses a few of these and gets like a severe hand cramp and has to like take a little bit of time to like massage it out. And maybe
Yeah,
Jimmy has
Jimmy
time to
could-
catch up here.
Rewrite the rules for 16 star. Get like a DDD skip SBLJ.
Ooh, there you go. I was thinking rewrite them and
Time.
ban BLJs until he gets to them and then re-allow them.
Now that
So Biinny's just stuck here.
IQ.
Yeah. Oh, they're caught up. Look at that.
Jimmysteel spliced in his way into exactly tied place. Looks like he just forfeited.
Yeah, I think he.
I think you actually do get a point deduction for that, since like
Yeah.
we'd rather you just play the game.
You usually don't want runners leaving in the middle of a race, especially in this fashion. But
Look, I
Only so much the
understand
GSA
that,
can do.
I was so mad when I lost MIPS in the Power Sea Door. Like I could really empathize, but also like this seems like kind of how Jimmy is, and not really too happy to continue. So
Yeah,
I don't really
absolutely.
have sympathy for him with the way he's kind of left the race in this fashion. I don't know.
yeah, well, it is what it is, and we can watch Biinny finish out his pretty solid run here. Nothing too wild has happened. So we'll see how it goes.
Like he's still on a mid 16 pace, which would be cool. You can actually improve his race every single time.
Yeah, I want to say I can't remember if he got a 16 or not on the first race.
Yeah, I think it was like a 16:53
Yeah,
maybe.
so 16 on every race and improving them each time is pretty nuts, pretty solid. Kind of shows that like even if Biinny hasn't ran 16 in a while, like he is a very solid runner, and if he needs to pick something up like for this race, he can kind of get back into the groove of it very quickly and do very well.
Yeah, hopefully we can see Biinny go up against some more of the top players here. I think getting consistent 16s will get you a fair amount of wins, but we'll have to see how we play going forward.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel I almost feel bad for Biinny. Like he didn't really get a competition there. It's like the first race was close, second race, was gonna be really close until and the tragic MIPS incident.
Yeah.
That it just kind of him like playing for nothing really.
Yeah, and like I mentioned before, I do feel like Jimmy was maybe trying to make up a little bit too much whenever he'd fall behind, and it ended up kind of costing him in each race there.
That's true. So we'll see if Biinny wants to come in for the interview. In the meantime, we actually haven't mentioned, which like we could have with all like the filler time, but we have a live event coming up in April. It's Pace. If you haven't heard of it, we've been making quite a buzz, on all our Twitch channels and Twitter and all that. But yeah, it's going to be the first ever competitive focused live speedrunning event, and you can type !tickets or !pace to check it all out. Hello,
Yeah, it
Biinny.
should be very cool.
Hello there.
How goes it? How are you feeling after those races?
Feeling great. They went
Awesome.
pretty well overall. Those BLJs nearly gave me carpal tunnel at the end. Just those BLJs.
I was actually joking about that happening before.
Yeah.
That's funny. So I'm curious kind of how you were feeling in the first race. I haven't been paying too much attention to what you've been practicing, but I was told that you've kind of been focusing a lot on 70 star and other categories before the tournament.
Absolutely. Like,
And I think it showed a little bit in the first race, but you were kind of able to pick it back up by the second two. How are you kind of feeling when you were getting to those 16 star only strats in that first race?
I've really not been putting in like no time whatsoever in 16 star, if I'm being honest, but just practicing. It's kind of like the same stuff, isn't it? With 70. The only thing is I was just maybe going over LBLJ a little bit before the race and stuff like that, just because pretty much that's the only exclusive thing really. MIPS clip, not worried about MIPS clip really. And yeah, pole glitch and fire C. I've done that. I sometimes mess around at the start of stream when I'm warming up, just doing that anyway. So I'm not too worried about that. But LBLJ is really the only thing that I'm concerned about. So
cool. Yeah, we were talking about pole glitch. We were kind of surprised at how often you're actually able to get it, seeing how some of the other 16 star things went. So
yeah, actually, I'm usually really consistent on pole glitch. Actually,
very good.
Yeah, I don't. It's just because I practice at the start of the stream when I'm warming up for 70. It's useless for 70. Obviously, I just do it just as just warming up really. So
yeah, absolutely. I think we all have those strats that we don't really need to practice, but we do.
Yeah, definitely. Like Dark World, no reds.
Yeah,
love
exactly.
it.
But
yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy. 60. This is like my sixth 16 in a row right now. So after the races with Aki, I've seemed to have picked it back up again. So that's good stuff.
Very
pretty
cool.
happy.
Are you feeling good about the rest of the league?
Yeah, I'm feeling as good as I can. I've not really been playing a lot of Mario lately, just because I've had a lot going on. But that's all over now. I don't know if you heard about that, but yeah. So
congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I'm able to focus on Mario again now properly, and so hopefully I'll be able to pick it back up for the following races coming up.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Dan.
Where did he go?
Cool.
Where did he leave us? Did he?
I think he
just quit.
had to go.
he had to go. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard he lost MIPS on the second race. That really sucks. It's the worst thing, honestly. It's one of the worst.
Pretty much the worst thing that can happen in 16.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like devastating as well. It's pretty rare for it to happen. So mid race, there's nothing worse, man. It's also
like BLJs where it doesn't even feel like your fault, but it's even worse because there's nothing you can do about it.
Yep.
Right. I'm just sitting there in BLJs, and right as I was at BLJs, I just see he's left the group. But I wasn't sure if he was coming back or he was just disconnected because I heard he had internet issues as well.
Or something,
Right. But yeah, that's it for me. Until I don't know who I'm facing next. Anyone? Do you know? You got the standings up here? Let me have a little look. Let me see
you can maybe ask Milo, but
I'll have a look. I know I'm facing Viro on Sunday for 70 stars.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, that'd be a good race for sure. He's been playing a lot of 70 star leagues, probably more than me, so should be good. Let's have a look. 16 star Rock Chalk next.
Awesome.
Rock Chalk. How's Rock Chalk been doing in the tournament? Do you know?
I haven't been paying too much attention to the 16 star. I commented him doing some 70 the other day, and he was up again. Go ahead.
I think he's doing all right. He's probably, I think he's like 1 and 2, or like he's won a few games.
Oh yeah, it's nice. So it should be a good race, and I'm looking forward to it.
So who's your boogeyman in this league? Who's the people you're like most afraid to race? Is it all just like top runners, or is there anybody that maybe would surprise us that you're like still afraid?
Let me go out. Let me open it back up again. Let me see, because there's surely a few. I could definitely tell you Aki's one of them, isn't it? Obviously.
Yeah, he's been really consistent in these races too, from what I've seen.
Yeah, well, apart from when he raced me, he wasn't.
Oh, I know.
I lost 2-1, but we both just played dreadful, like really That's dreadful. Funny. None of us. I think Aki got 116, and I never got a 16 at all.
Really.
And
that's the best you can hope for, is that it happens to both runners. If it does,
it literally did. So, I'm just gonna take my point and run with that one, to be honest with you, because Aki's a savage. But yeah, let's have a look. So obviously Ouija's a crazy good player. Obviously Cheese is Cheese. I mean, he doesn't run 16 either, but he's good at the game, so he's capable of good times. I mean, there's lots of good players left. To be honest with you, all of them left are good. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know. It could go either way. Looking at Anti has been playing really well lately as well. I've noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know he wasn't too happy with his performance against Aki either, but yeah, overall, I think he's been playing really, really well. So that should be another good race again. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll do a few more no reset 16 runs to try and prepare for these matches a little better.
Yeah, definitely. As we're narrowing down how many people are in the league and everything, like you really got to start shifting
Absolutely.
focus to make sure
Yeah.
you're ready. All right, I think
70
that's all we have.
Oh, yeah.
Well, not all we have for the evening, but all we have for this race. We will be back in about 30 minutes. We have a Mario Kart Double Dash race between Toast Rider and Ultimark in their Time Trials League, which should be pretty sweet. But that's it for me today, and I believe that's it for Badro as well. Any closing remarks?
GG's, I guess. I wish I could say GG's
I mean,
to.
obviously, I love Biinny, but you know, I don't really have anything beyond that.
All
I knew
right.
that was coming. I knew that was coming. No, I wish I could say GG's to Jimmy Steele, but he's vanished on us. So that's all. That's all I've got to say. GG's, and thank you for the commentary, guys.
All right, absolutely. Thank you for the race. It was a blast to watch.
All right, take care.
See ya.
Okay, see you,
Bye.
everybody.